Few restaurants in the Kingdom of Denmark are as respected as Søllerød Kro, north of Copenhagen. Everybody, inside and outside the industry, admires the old inn from 1677, which since the 80s has been one of the best restaurants in the country. This is very much thanks to the Søllerød Kro feeling. You immediately feel at home here, thanks to the special and very personal hospitality that has shaped this place throughout the last 20 years. This is especially thanks to one man, Jan Restorff, a Faroese living legend who has been the man in charge of the restaurant as manager for 20 years. No matter if you're an inexperienced student who has saved all your money to visit Søllerød Kro, or if you're a billionaire making business, Jan Restorff's ability to make you feel safe and relaxed is second to none. Regulars do not even say that they're going to Søllerød Kro, they're going to Jans place.
Mange af de besøg, jeg har haft, når jeg tænker tilbage på de bedste restaurantbesøg, jeg har haft, der har værtskabet måske været forskellen. Ikke måske, det har været forskellen. Fordi de fleste restauranter kan lave mad, og når du kommer ind på en restaurant, så ved du, hvis du interesserer dig meget for det, hvad er det, de laver af mad. Og du ser frem til at få den ret, den har man set på Instagram eller Facebook og hvad ved jeg. Men værtskabet betyder meget. Det betyder rigtig meget for mig. Jeg kan ikke have, at nogen går ud af døren, og vi ikke har håndteret noget, hvis der er sket en lille fejl eller et eller andet. Så spiller vi angrebsfodbold og angriber sagen og sørger for, så vidt muligt, at løse alt, hvad vi kan, så når de går herfra, at de er glade.
Jan Restorff can focus on delivering the best service possible because he knows that everything leaving the kitchen is always flawless. Since 2013, Brian Mark Hansen has been in charge of the kitchen, and the food here is more acclaimed than ever before. To a great extent because one dogma is overruling anything else. Product quality is everything.
We are trying to be the best at our game, and we are trying every day. We are pushing ourselves harder every day, and it's because of we like our guests, and we want to be perfect all the time.
When you enter the door, you are led to the table, where you can sink into one of the comfortable chairs, from where you can enjoy the stylish yet traditional decor with its high panels and elegant furniture. You can order from the tempting a la carte menu or choose the big tasting menu based on the finest ingredients that the current season has to offer. Brian Mark Hansen is a true caviar expert, and together with the excellent caviar importer Gastro Unica, he has selected specific batches matured and seasoned to his personal taste. The menu kicks off with the most famous of Søllerød Kro's signatures, the caviar en surprise, served in a caviar tin with a base layer of light celeriac mousse, followed by raw razor clams, and finally a generous layer of Belgian Auchetra caviar. The texture play between the light mousse, the firm razor clams, and the creamy caviar is unbelievably satisfying and worth a visit alone. The same counts for the next caviar, based on a special selection of Gastro Unica Platinum, a crossing of Auchetra and Baeri sturgeons. It is served on a terrine of freshly caught langoustines with a sauce based on fermented cabbage. Another masterpiece with so much umami from all three components. Another example of Brian Mark Hansen's sense for textures appears shortly after. In a bowl, a layer of hand-dived Norwegian scallops is hiding an airy, almost volatile foam of potato, and altogether it gives a wonderful sensation in the mouth with soft textures and mild, subtle flavors. Jan Restorff carries the wine to the table with understated pride. He does not make a big show out of it, but his little smile when he pours the wine tells it all. If you let him, he loves to serve the wines blind, but be careful, he loves to play games, finding very challenging wines to point out. The wine and food are matched perfectly, adding another layer of harmony to the experience, in a way that only a master like Jan Restorff can do it.
Vi har nogle gange gæster, som kommer her, som har været på vores hjemmeside og fundet ud af, hvad de skal drikke, når de kommer her. De ser måske frem til at få en venstrebreds Bordeaux, Og så kan det godt være, at den ret, de bestiller, ikke passer helt ind til venstrebedet Bordeaux. Der kan vi nogle gange finde på at justere saucen lidt, hvis man kan. Altså vi skal ikke ødelægge retten, men hvis du tager venstrebred for eksempel, så skal det helst være en sauce, der har en lille smule syre. Det kan være 2 dråber citronsaft eller en lille små justering. Imens hvis du har højre bred, som er Merlot-baseret, så har du måske mere en Bourgogne-tanken, hvor du har svampenoter og den slags, der passer godt sammen.
If someone still believes that vegetarian food cannot deliver the same amount of deliciousness as meat, please go to Søllerød Kro and taste the hay-baked celeriac, cut into half slices, roasted on the pan before being topped with remarkable amounts of truffle and served with a 2-year-old Typo cheese and salsify puree, brown buttered croutons and Piedmontese hazelnuts. The earthiness from the truffle, the infinite complexity of the soft celeriac and the crunchy toppings create a mouthful so divine that you could convince the most stubborn carnivore to become a vegetarian. That said, we don't refuse to try the following dish with a juicy, flavorful piece of dry-aged beef tenderloin, covered by a sheet of beetroot gel infused with 5 different types of pepper. The meat is seasoned with the Søllerød Selection Bulgarian Ochetra caviar, also known as Søllerød salt, mixed into an intense sauce with more pepper. Phenomenal! A heavy chocolate dessert would have killed us by now. Brian Mark Hansen's philosophy is that a dessert is supposed to refresh the palate and lift you up instead of making you feel even more full. He exemplifies it with the most elegant dessert based on different elements of citrus fruit, including a lemon curd, candied bergamot, and lemon pearls, as well as a freeze-dried yogurt and caramelized almonds covered by a thin leaf of white chocolate. It is served with a wonderfully fresh sorbet made of buttermilk, ginger, and vanilla. Plenty of acidity and freshness, leaving us feeling absolutely well. It is difficult to describe the Søllerød Kro experience in a few sentences. Absolute well-being is one way to do it. The food here is impeccable. Everything is perfectly balanced. It is filled with luxury, original combinations, and plenty of personality. Søllerød Kro is simply the essence of world-class dining. The restaurant has 1 Michelin star. If I were to decide, I would add 2 more right away.